What's happening, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for being here. Wow, it is officially Sunday. I just watched the Lions rally and win against the Chicago Bears. Huge victory. Yeah, I'm repping the jersey. Really awesome win. So anyways, this is technically what is in the cellar Sunday, but I will probably drop this on Wednesday, which will be what is in my cellar Wednesday, probably episode 4. So I got something pretty special since it is this time of year. On Black Friday, we will have the 2023 Bourbon County brand stout release. I'm going back quite a few years, guys. It's going to be the 2019 release, which has been in my cellar, aging gracefully, not in light. It's in nice darkness. It's one of the best beers. We don't really need to discuss it. I reviewed it in 2019, I believe. This bad boy was from August at the time. That's when it was bottled. So 14.7% ABV. Wow, I mean, it's Bourbon County brand stout, guys. Notes of vanilla, toffee, chocolate, burnt sugar, and dried fruit. How did it age in this bottle? We will investigate today. So one of the coolest beers you're ever going to get for a really nice price in Chicago. If you're outside of Chicago, the price goes up dramatically. I never get any of the variants here in Northern Michigan. It really upsets me. I wish somebody would get their hands on it for me, but it is what it is. I do have friends in Chicago. Maybe I should reach out to them because they're like, I don't know, $10 a bottle or something in Chicago. So 2019, let this age for what? As long as you want. Develops in the bottle up to 5 years. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 4 years deep. Let's go. Boom. Nice pop. Let's go to the pour, baby. Man, a lot of smoke coming out of that bottle. Looks gracefully in that glass. Such grace. Will I be able to drink this? I don't know. My brother-in-law just left. This is something I would typically like to share, but not today, I guess. It's going to be all for me. So we have a nice layer of burnt mocha head sitting on top. Actually, charred caramel head sitting on top. That is just dissipating, guys. It's really just becoming a creamy layer of sudsy head. Basically gone, nearly 15%, and boom, left with an outer ring, and that's it. There's really nothing on the middle anymore. It's darkness, guys. It's pure midnight oil in the glass. You see that? Let's dive in for an aroma. Man, dark fruits for days and days and days. Really just chocolate, nutty raisins, dried dates, burnt sugar, notes of sweet cherry, definitely some sweet caramel, like milk duds. Smells delicious, very candied dessert. Notes of milk chocolate. Nice sweetness. There's a small layer of barrel that I think is like woody and oaky, but I think really this dark fruitiness is really just outshining everything else that's in this glass right now. Not sure if the darkness and the fruitiness will just emerge more with the age. I think it will. The barrel might dissipate. That's typically what happens on a lot of these bourbon barrel-aged beers. But it just smells like dark fruits and chocolate, and that's really about it. I mean, just the burnt toffee, the burnt sugar, caramel mocha goodness, like a little bit of coffee. But really, I think the coffee and the barrel have faded more than anything else. So let's dive in the 2019 Bourbon County brand stout. Go Lions. Let's get a cheers. Cheers. Ooh. Barrel still showing itself a little bit, but it's less of the woodiness, less of the oakiness. You're just getting some bourbon heat that's just kind of like diesel-y and ethanol, like it's got those like vapors. But those things are just hugging that fruitiness in this beer. So yes, the dark fruits are so pronounced in this beer. Notes of sweet cherries, dried dates, milk, chocolatey raisins. It's very fruit forward. And there's notes of just nice little brownie biscuits. Again, this milky kind of creamy caramel goodness, really just in capturing all the flavors in this beer. And I think the other things, such as that woody barrel, have faded. I will say some of the sweetness has kind of emerged a little bit, yet we're still getting some of those ethanol vapors from that 15% nearly being in this beer. But it's just like a kiss of barrel. It's really not anything that's captured your palate, or it's capturing your palate in a really rough way. It's just like a shadow of that barrel showing itself. Really interesting. I mean, I remember this being like more chocolatey and fudgy. Today I'm just getting more dark fruits and milk chocolate rather than just this fudgy brownie ganache. I used to get like this fudge brownie thing. Not sure it's quite in there with this age anymore. So many notes of cherries and raisins. I mean, the dark fruits are just erupting. Again, still getting the small notes of coffee, but they've faded quite a bit. I'd say just it's really hugging this fruity quality in the beer. Burnt chocolate, milk chocolate, yes. Toffee, caramel, milk duds. I'm getting a lot of that. The same things now I'm discussing. The same, but there's a layer of smoothness to this beer as well. So yes, you're getting a little bit of the heat, but the barrel's kind of faded. The chocolatey goodness is just more now milk duds and fruitiness. So do I like this beer aged as much as I like it fresh? I don't think so. I think this is just more a fruit bomb at this point, and it's less of the balanced goodness that I like in the barrel, the mixed barrels that I get in this beer. Sometimes it's that Buffalo Trace and several others. Off the top of my head, I can't remember, but there's always a blend of several barrels going on. It depends which one you get and where it came from, but it probably says on here. But I won't keep this going too much longer. I do enjoy this beer. I think it's fun to try this and see what's developed in the bottle. To me, it just became more of a dark fruit bomb. It came more of a dried cherry, dried dates, raisins, less of the coffee, less of the barrel, less of the fudge. It's still a delicious beer at the end of the day, very crushable, even with a heavy body at 14.7% ABV. Final thoughts. It's a little bit sweet. It's very fruity. It's still really smooth, and I will say the booze, yes, you can feel a little bit of it, but there's just such a sweetness that it just takes over your palate. It slides down your throat in almost like a candied, desserty fashion. Still really freaking good. But that being said, I think I like fresh ones better than the aged ones. That's where I am today. Rating 4.35 out of 5. I want more of the original flavors in here. I want more of the barrel. I want more of the fudgy chocolate. And I want a little bit less of the fruity sweetness that's coming with intense power right now. So that's where I'm at today, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving. If this is the last review I drop before Thanksgiving, have a fantastic one. Have a healthy, awesome dinner with your family and friends. Cheers.